are very passionate about hip-hop, and they're helping the younger generation in their Northern California community to love and perform it as well. But their mission isn't to teach kids necessarily how to entertain. Instead, they want to guide them to process their emotions through hip-hop therapy, which totally makes sense. We call them rad humans. Let's welcome the co-founder of Beats, Rhymes, and Life, Rob Jackson, and a student of the program turned staffer, Lemondre. Give it up for him, y'all. Meet Common, first of all. So, Rob, this started 20 years ago?
20 years ago.
How did it start? What's like the origin of it?
We really wanted to create an opportunity for young people to heal. It's really that simple. We know in the Black and brown communities in particular, we don't trust people when it comes to our business, right?
Yeah.
At the same time, because of that, we internalize a lot of the trauma, complex trauma, post-traumatic stress. So really to break it down, we partner social workers, therapists with teaching artists and peer specialists to do group work for youth ages 12 through 17.
Yeah.
And the idea is really to create an opportunity for young people to explore their stories. So we look at their self, we look at their community, and then we look at the history of hip hop, right? Because it really started with this idea of speaking against the ills of our community and having a voice against oppression.
It's preaching.
It's preaching, yeah. And so for us, it's about combining things like narrative therapy and solution-focused therapy, self-psychology, marrying those two together and partnering with our triads, the social worker, the teaching artist, and the peer specialist, to do our groups. And here we are, 20 years later, sitting here talking to Kelly Clarkson.
Oh my God. Who loves hip-hop and therapy.
Yes, I love it. I mean, I feel like hip-hop has been one of my versions of therapy, so I love that you all make the connection, because I really didn't know until later when I would write certain songs, I would release certain things that were in my subconscious, that things that I had been through, that they were coming out in my songs. And I kind of got to examine them when I would hear them, or people would come to me and say, hey, your song made me decide to have my child, or it made me decide to, you know, start doing meditation. So I don't want to take up your time, but I got to say how I really see the connection of hip-hop and therapy and music and therapy.
Well, and I feel like hip-hop is testimony at some point, too. It's your testimony to, like, what's going on in this chapter of your life or this moment, or what's happening in society. It's very storyteller in that sense. I think it,
it's
of course.
So honest.
Yeah. Ooh, the good stuff is honest.
Yes. Good stuff.
There's some other stuff out there. But I got to ask you, Lemondre, like, what was your first experience, like, being a part of Beats, Rhymes, and Life?
At first, like, I just heard about it at my school, Oakland High School. It was just kind of like an after-school program that some of my friends went through.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's closed right now, but come join us later in the year. And I was like, all right, cool, I'll do it. And I got there. I liked it, but didn't like it at the same time.
Yeah.
Because where I'm from, like, we were taught not to talk about family stuff to other people. That year specifically was a hard year for me. I lost like 15 people within that year. And I went to music.
Gosh.
Yeah, it was a wild year. So I went to music and I was just like writing certain things out, and I'm like, so that's what Rob and them was trying to get us to do. And Rob will always hit me like, hey man, you've been missing, you ain't been here, because I'll just kind of skip the more discussion-based part and try to come in when it was time to record. And just try to sneak my way in there and be like, okay, we making music, let me get in there. What we writing about?
You're like me in therapy. When I first started, I was like, can we, look, okay, I get it. Can we just get to the end? Can we get to this part? Like, I don't see a light or tunnel or anything. But no, but you have to do the work. That's part of it. And then I think it makes you better in the studio when you do the work. So what, I don't know, Rob, what were your earliest memories of Lemondre?
When a genius walks in the room, you instantly recognize it, right? And so I instantly recognized the genius.
You felt that when you saw me?
I felt that.
I'm just kidding.
You
were like,
not everybody,
genius.
right?
No, you felt that when you walked in.
But I felt that. But I also know that there was a healthy mistrust of systems, of adults. But even when he pushed us away, we're like, nah, we'll be here tomorrow. Just make sure you come, right? And over the years, over the 14 years that he's been with us, we just saw more and more transformation based on that trust, to the point where now he runs our artist department.
Okay.
Right? Give it up for that.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Runs our artist department. And we just threw, for the first time ever, we just threw a backpack drive and a toy drive, which I would love if you could talk about the toy drive, because it was an exceptional event.
Wait, so what happened?
Thanks to Rob for giving me the opportunity to do these things, but we were able to throw our first backpack drive and toy drive. And these are things that I thought of as a kid. Like, I seen a lot of rappers giving back to their neighborhoods young, and I was like, I want to do that. That's the best part of this. Like, that's going and reaching the people where they at and helping people at specific times of need. So I came to Rob and I was like, we got to get in the mud with the people. We got to be there when kids are going to school, when kids need gifts for Christmas and stuff like that. So we were able to throw our toy drive December 7th, and we gave away $8,000 worth of toys.
Well, our friends at Cerebral are building a new era of mental health care, 100% online. They love the work that you're doing at Beats, Rhymes, and Life, and they want to help. So they're donating $5,000. And I want to say, man, I'm going to donate another $5,000 because I think it's so cool what you're doing. Such a healthy outlet, and it's a way that has really helped me. So I want to help those kids that were me as well. But thank you for the work that y'all are doing. Yeah. And cool shoes. I just saw your shoes. Well, we'll be right back.